Last year, we showed the world that hard dance is alive and stronger than ever. This year, your vote made the difference again. Hard dance has evolved and has become more accessible in the past few years. And yet, there's still some prejudgment about it. I think it's mainly because of the word hard. But tonight, I'm here with 9 other hard dance acts, amongst artists like Skrillex, deadmau5, and other artists I really look up to. I'm so proud of it, and it makes me realize that in the end, it's all house music that we live for. Thank you so much.
Favoriete DJ's?
Headhunterz.
Mr. Project One himself.
The summer has ended, but we're here to stay.
Hello, I'm Willem, aka Headhunterz. I'm from Holland.
The man of the night who stole rather a few awards with the one and only Headhunterz.
Bringing you the music that comes from within. Headhunterz presents Hard with Style.
Hey there, I'm Headhunterz, and you're listening to Hard with Style episode 6. Last week the results came out for the DJ Mag Top 100, and I became number 17. I want to thank you so much for voting. I still can't believe it. The summer is over, and Hard with Style has become one of the most important things in my life. And all the dedication and amazing response I received inspired me to make the next track. This is Hard with Style.
Bringing you the music that comes from Hard with Style. Hard with Style. It's what we are.
know, we gotta remember why we fell in love with house music. We gotta get back to the basics. Back to the basics. Yeah, you know, we gotta remember why we fell in love with house music. We gotta get back to the basics. Yeah, you know, I see people stressing out and spazzing out all the time, talking about what kind of style they like. They like it hard, they like it minimal, they like it techie, they like it tracky. And the funny thing is, what everybody forgets when they're going on about what kind of music they like and what kind of style they like in this day and age, the digital age, the computer age, is at the end of the day, it's all house music that we live for.
Hate it or love it, this is Hard with Style. Hard with Style.
That we live for. We gotta remember why we fell in love with house music. We gotta get back to the basics.
A second was all it took to change everything.
Style is here to wake you up.
my mission here. A second was all it took for the sudden gust of wind through the open door to crash into me.
You're listening to the half-year anniversary episode of Hard with Style. This is gonna be the hardest so far, and it's probably not for the faint-hearted. I must admit, I was sad to take the "This is the Summer of 2011" sample out, but music-wise, there's nothing to be sad about when the summer ends. There's lots of amazing parties coming up, and trust me, that's where the DJs take out their new productions. Just a few weeks until Qlimax. But first, next week, I will host my own area at Trilogy at the Jaarbeurshalle in Utrecht. You heard Back to Basics by Wildstylez, and this was Split Second by Profite. I was reading some comments on YouTube, and people keep asking, where's Wasted Penguinz? Is that a trick question? This track is pretty awesome if you ask me, and the title is an emotion that can be very inspiring, Melancholia.
This is Hard with Style, the finest selection of hard dance music. Hard dance music.
Like a fantasy, except it's time for me to run away from all of this. The pain inside of me is taking over everything. From time to time I feel lost inside this melody. It's like a fantasy, except it's called reality. 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 To run away from all of this. The pain inside of me is taking over everything. From time to time I feel lost inside this melody. It's like a fantasy, except it's called reality.
stop the last bit of resistance. There is no way back. Surrender is the only option. Your experience is the main event. You are now plugged in to the Experiment Dome.
Bringing you the music that comes from within. Headhunterz presents Hard with Style.
Yo, this is Zatox. This year I had the honor to make the official Qlimax Anthem. Enjoy it on Hard with Style.
Qlimax. There is no way back. This is Qlimax. Qlimax.
Half-year anniversary is nothing compared to the 25 years that the Profite's been in business. He has done so much for the scene, and this was his new edit of Shizzle My Dizzle. And coming up is a duo that made it into the top 100 this year. Psyko Punkz entered at 78. Congratulations, Mr. Psyko.
Party people! And when it comes to get your ass up and let's get ill.
I've been working like crazy on that Anthem I told you about before, and you just gotta have a little more patience before I'm able to tell you what it's all about. Actually, the first version you're gonna hear is not even gonna be a finished one. I might still change a kick here and there. Anyway, when you hear it, you'll know. I wanna just say something. Sometimes I get questions about tracks like The Message's Hardstyle. Some people think it's not as far as good as other tracks I made. Now let me just be honest with you. I'm not God, neither did I send Justin Bieber. Just like everyone else, I have my ups and downs, and I accept it. I'd rather make 10 tracks and one of them be great than to sit there in my studio being afraid to make mistakes. This is me. I'm probably not even the best producer out there, but I'm happy that I found a way to express myself. And that's through music. You heard Mojo by TNT and Stephanie, and this is Code Black, The Red Planet.
Welcome to the Red Planet.
Yo, this is Code Black, and you're listening to my latest track, Red Planet, here on Hard with Style.
The Red Planet. Distant planet, surrounded by soil and stone. No signs of civilization. You're out here, and you're all alone. As you struggle to breathe in the unknown air in your search to survive on your own, you come to realize there's no way out. Welcome to the Red Planet. Planet. Imagine yourself on a distant planet, surrounded by soil and stone. No signs of civilization. You're out here, and you're all alone. As you struggle to breathe in the unknown air in your search to survive on your own, you come to realize there's no way out. The Red Planet.
Of God's radio signal. That sets the minds free.
close your eyes and open your mind.
That sets the minds free.
Bringing you the music that comes from within. Headhunterz presents Hard with Style.
No time to sleep, yo. No time to sleep, yo. Looking for the heat, yo. No time to sleep, yo. I'ma live the dream, yo. No time to sleep, yo. If you know what we know, I can see the people looking for the heat, yo. Looking for the heat, yo. I'ma live the dream, yo. No time to sleep, yo. If you know what we know, I can see the people looking for the heat, yo. No time to sleep, yo. If you know what we know, I can see the people looking for the heat, yo. No time to sleep, yo. If you know what we know, I can see the people looking for the heat, yo. No time to sleep, yo. If you know what we know, I can see the people looking for the heat, yo. 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 I'ma live the dream, yo. No time to sleep, yo.
As you might have noticed, things are starting to get a little rougher now. Adaro, 50% of the new live act Guns for Hire that has put Holland shaking on its grounds, really developed his own sound. You heard No Time to Sleep. And next up is a track by the artist that will also host an area on Trilogy this Saturday. I already told him on Twitter last week, I think the atmosphere he creates in his tracks is unequaled. And yes, this guy really deserves his own party. This is B-Front with Neophobia, the digital punk remix.
Defined as the persistent and abnormal fear of breaking from the routine. The fear of a new experience. Neophobia.
This is Hard with Style, the finest selection of hard dance music. Hard dance music.
Defined as the persistent and abnormal fear of breaking from the routine. The unwillingness to try new things. Often present in those who want the small portion of the world that they know to remain constant. Explained by the lack of exploratory drive, due to the dysfunction of neural pathways connected to the prefrontal cortex. The fear of a new experience. Neophobia. Defined as the persistent and abnormal fear of breaking from the routine. The fear of a new experience. Neophobia. From darkness to rip you apart. Conquer your fears. Shatters your tears, release all your virtues to conquer your fears. It's a noise, hiding in your heart, emerging from darkness to rip you apart. It's a noise that shatters your tears, release all your virtues to conquer your fears. It's that noise that shatters your tears. Release all your virtues to conquer your fears. Conquer your fears.
Next track reminds me of one of those magical moments again. Me partying in the middle of the dance floor, Hard Bass 2011, Wild Motherfuckers. What an energy in this track. Proud to be loud.
Style. It's what we are.
Motherfucking thanks I get.
this gangsta shit.
I started this gangsta shit, and it's the motherfucking thanks I get.
This Saturday at Trilogy, I will do a live act again for the first time in years. And for the people who are planning to come, please tell me, which track of mine should I really make a new live edit of? I'm curious and I'll see what I can do. We have some fresh names on this month's show, like Profite, Wasted Penguinz, and also Cripsis is here for the first time. Randy was playing this song last week when he was playing After Me, and I just had to have it. It's called Gangsta Shit. And next up is the Titan remix of Zani's Symphonic Feedback.
Hate it or love it, this is Hard with Style. Hard with Style.
A virus escaped. Escaped, and everybody died. A virus escaped, and everybody died. virus escape. Virus escape.
Oh my gosh, B-Front just sent me this track a couple of days ago and it gave me the shivers. Awesome sound design, and if I close my eyes, I feel like I'm in the middle of a fantastic horror movie. I hope the last few tracks didn't scare you off. Me, myself, I'm going for a run, and I'm sure I'll set a new personal record on this one. So that's it. Episode 6 has come to an end, and I can already tell you I might have something quite special for you next month. I'm Headhunterz, and this was Hard with Style. See ya!